Hello and welcome to BBC News Today. My name is Sean and I'm reporting for Deansfield Community School News Report. The main news today is the treacherous snow which is rapidly spreading across Britain. Over to Amy and Abigail for more information.
Hello and welcome to BBC News School Report at Deansfield Community School.
We are going to be reporting on the extreme weather conditions in the West Midlands. Has snow affected you and your family in any way?
It's not been too bad, other than getting up maybe half an hour earlier in the morning to make sure that I get to school on time, and my husband having to clear the snow off the driveway. It's not been too bad, apart maybe my parents-in-law who were quite elderly. We were concerned about them maybe falling over, making sure that they were at home and they got everything that they needed. Other than that, it hasn't really been too bad.
Has the snow affected you getting to and from work?
Journeys in the morning haven't been bad. As I said, I get up half an hour earlier, so there's less cars on the road or less traffic on the road, so that was fine. Where it was difficult was last Friday, where the snow was very, very heavy and traffic was incredibly slow, and it took me more than an hour to get home, which would normally take me about 15 minutes.
Do you think the students have stopped wearing the correct uniforms since the snow started?
I think there has been some variation on uniform. However, we understand that parents want their children to be warm and they want them to be dry in weather like this. So school's very flexible on that. However, some students will take advantage, and the uniform that they wear is probably less warm and less functional than it ordinarily would be. But as I say, I think some of them have taken a little bit of advantage. But other than that, it's not been too bad.
Thank you for answering these questions.
Hello Linda, how has the snow affected you and your family?
Well, it's hard to travel and we can't go out that much.
Okay. So, has it been hard for you to get to school?
Yes. Well, I have to come to school every day and I keep slipping. It's embarrassing in front of everyone.
Do you think that the students have rebelled from wearing the correct uniform?
Some people, or some people just come in their own clothes.
Leah, how do you feel about the situation with the snow?
It's a lot harder for people to get to school, so it's really bad because people need their education.
Do you prefer the snow being here or not?
Well, it's a lot of fun, but it's cold and you can get really damp and get a cold.
Molly, do you think it's fun to have the snow, or do you think it's just great obligations to everybody?
I think it's bad about the snow. It's fun to play with the snow, but it's also cold and wet, and you could get sore throats and probably injuries from the ice.
Thank you everybody, and bye-bye.
The recent literacy focus within Deansfield Community School has seen many attempts to make reading and writing as relevant as possible for young people. Over to Sean and Caitlin for more news on the latest BBC Literacy Challenge.
Would you like to win a stack of books as tall as you? Well, BBC Radio 2 are hosting a competition called 500 Words. The competition is based upon literacy and getting children to use their imagination in order to write a story of 500 words.
Featuring celebrities such as Talisa, Conor Maynard and Rich 32, who have tried to offer words of encouragement to young people, Jacqueline Wilson also gave out tips to children.
The competition is aimed at budding authors under the age of 13. It is taking place all across the UK in schools who are trying to promote literacy in English.
The deadline is 7 p.m. on the 22nd of February, so if you fancy a stack of books, you are hard to enter now.
Sounds pretty good to me, right?
Hello, and today I'm going to be interviewing a few members of the public about what they think of the 500 word competition and what are their views on literacy. So then, what is your favourite book?
About Charles Dickens.
Why do you like that book?
He tells where he lives.
So does literacy interest you?
Yes.
Why?
Because it's not boring. It's interesting most of the time.
Okay, thank you for your time. Why did you become an English teacher?
Well, originally I wanted to be a primary school teacher, but I quickly decided that wasn't for me.
Yeah.
And I remember having such amazing and inspiring English teachers when I was your age and a bit younger. and that they are the ones that inspired me to be an English teacher.
So thank you, Mrs. Jones.
Thank you very much, Hannah.
Wolverhampton has played host to the latest on the Britain's Most Wanted list. For more about Jacob's crime report, check out our website for more on this matter. Recent upsets within the world of sport have been brought to Deansville Community School via our sports editor. Over to David for the latest news. For more news from Deansville Community School, follow us on Twitter at DCS News Report.
On the 23rd of January, after a pulsating match between Swansea and Chelsea, Eden Hazard frustratedly kicked a ball boy after he smothered the ball on the floor. What's unusual is that the ball boy, before the match, sent a tweet saying, "The king of all ball boys is back, making a final appearance. #needed for time wasting." Hazard will serve a lengthy ban, but isn't facing charges. I'm David, sports reporter, BBC News.